you're here. How amazing for you. Out of all of the content on the World Wide Web, you ended up here. It's incredible, isn't it? Hey, no. It's truly remarkable to think that this website started with a man going to the zoo to look at monkeys and has been transformed into the cesspool that it is today. Drenched in highly edited, highly fake, highly immoral people looking to manipulate their way forward by any means necessary. But what if there was another way? I'm Chris Hansen, and this is Culture Shock. All the intro that I spent way too much time working on.
About how I need subs to keep the stream going if you like the content, blah blah blah. How that results in 0 subs. $5 a month.
Gamer word.
Jeez, oh my god.
Time to watch Twitch. You have $10, truly. If you don't have $10, you probably don't have time to watch Twitch because you should be working.
Oh shit! They changed this paper to fuck you, Lamar.
Wait, did someone give some subs? Ah, bro, he doesn't have to. Can I give that money back? Once again, I'm telling you, yous don't have to sub. Like, yous don't have to. You can watch the stuff for free.
Do you know what I love most about the internet more than anything? I love seeing mistakes. I love to see people who put their best foot forward in order to look as best as they possibly can absolutely screw up. Not necessarily in a vindictive way, I just don't like fake nice people. People who say everything just right and do everything just right so nobody gets offended with anything you do. Hence why my favorite pastime is live streams. Ironically though, clips of live streams from Twitch on YouTube because I have not got the time to actually sit through an 8-hour stream. You know, I don't really want to sit through that in the hopes that some oak named Lollipop52 eats a booger on camera. I do cherish moments like that though. It's raw and it's real and it humanizes people we see on screen by saying, hey, we're gross, nasty mole people too, even though we're entertainers. You think Cardi B doesn't let out a stinky fart every time she walks through her front door? I'm getting ahead of myself by an absolute long shot. Welcome to Culture Shock, a series in which I deep dive into niche subgroups, sometimes seriously, sometimes for fun. I find looking at different social groups a lot more interesting of a subject matter than pointing at people on the internet and going, cringy. Even though I also do those types of videos, so I'm not really judging. But I do think these have a bit more substance, if you will. Disclaimer, I am not a professional. I write what I write, sometimes I get it wrong. Tough shit. I don't get all up in arms if I say your favorite Twitch streamer does this, but they do that. You have no idea what you are talking about. Wacky slush.
Here and go to the.
So, this episode, we're going to focus on one of the more new age groups out there. The Twitch community.
Yo, you're fucking trash. What's that Fortnite aim, buddy? What's that Fortnite aim, buddy? What's that fucking What's that Fortnite aim, you fucking toxic? You fucking toxic player!
Seeing as Twitch was only founded in 2011, there really isn't much to tell about it. Originally a subsection of a much larger service called Justin TV, Twitch grew in rapid popularity as it was aimed towards more serious and professional gamers. E-athletes, if you would, loved it because they could show off their skills and build an audience. The audience absolutely loved it because they could see world-class players duke it out between each other or just chat amongst themselves. Justin TV, or specifically Twitch, was seen as the best service at the time, outpacing the competitor OwnTV. It was such an effective competitor towards OwnTV, in fact, in 2013 they shut their doors for good. They could not compete with the rapid expansion of Twitch as a whole and the popularity of the service. From what I can tell, but I'm not 100% sure about this because I only did a quick Google, the Own.tv website now sells stream overlays and emotes. I'm not sure whether or not this is the original company or someone bought the domain name. Twitch, now a virtual monopoly, has absolutely steamrolled the live streaming space. Went as far as to change the parent company name from Justin TV to Twitch Interactive in the year of 2014. That same year, in a cool February, something historic happened. A little known social project called Twitch Plays Pokemon Red.
I'm back. I play Pokemon Go every day.
When I say this was a viral moment, I don't mean it like Instagram models say when they launch an OnlyFans. I mean viral, as in your grandmother would have heard about it on the BBC News. This shit exploded. I'm gonna have to read the statistics just so you can understand this. Totaling an average of 80,000 consecutive viewers with 10% engagement at any given time of the day. To put this in perspective, let's take Shroud, one of the top Twitch streamers in 2021. He plays mainstream games like Apex and CSGO. He only manages 60,000 consecutive viewers on an average stream. 20,000 less than a stream about a game released in 1998. Of course, there are other factors like direct engagement with the actual project. To that I say, shut the f up, nerd, you make the video then. But in spite of that factor, it's still an impressive feat. As you could have guessed, this moment absolutely skyrocketed Twitch into the limelight. Suddenly, a huge migration of creators and viewership alike appeared on the platform. It was like Moses and parting the Red Sea, biblical shit. It even caught the attention of Mr. Luthor himself, a god in his own right, Jeff Bezos. Bezos, smelling the potential for even more money for his conglomerate, makes him the offer they can't refuse. Small amount of $970 million. And thus begins the company's trajectory, which it has more or less remained on to this day. But enough business. Let's move on to the people who make the platform what it is, the icons.
Everyone wants to get it. Come on, baby. Show me what you got. Show me what. Just move. If you got to know it, just move. That's all I want to see. Some movement. I'm not seeing enough movement.
So there's a good chance I'll miss out on one of the more prevalent insider creators that the community loves. I'm gonna focus solely on the top 10 category. Let's begin it with the most well-known face, Tyler Ninja Blevins. Ninja is probably one of the most iconic figures within the entire online community, aside from Twitch. If you disagree, you're wrong and you're stupid. When you have your merchandise inside a Primark store, you're a pretty big deal. He's most well known for his Fortnite streams at the launch of the game. He grew rapid success destroying little kids and grew alongside Fortnite's fan base. He is the ideal person you want to model yourself after when it comes to streaming on Twitch. I can't even tell you how many times I've been walking down the street in Blackpool. Because they sell knockoff Fortnite caps and knockoff Ninja caps, you'll always see some fat kid walking around getting that L on. But I digress. To put it in other terms of how iconic Ninja is towards the Twitch platform, let's have a look at his Mixer deal. Mixer was yet another competitor towards Twitch's domination. I say was because past tense, they're dead. They were bankrolled by Microsoft and they had some pretty deep pockets, so what did they decide to do? They poached the talent, offering Ninja an exclusivity deal of $50 million. Microsoft valued not a product, but a person, hoping that his audience would jump ship with him. And as I said, Mixer ended up dissolving and Tyler was let out of his contract and earned $50 million for a year's work and got to go back to his old platform. Another staple of Twitch's lineup is a little known channel called Pokimane. Repping the female live streaming world, she was initially massively successful from playing League of Legends, and is quite easily the #1 woman on the platform. Currently boasting 7 million followers on the platform, Poki is adored by her fans. She's so influential, in fact, she's even attracted the attention of 2 US representatives, named Alexandria Cortez and Ihan Omar. The pair used Pokimane's influence in order to promote their Get Out and Vote campaign by playing Among Us, which is honestly amazing because I cannot imagine a funnier way to promote the democratic process than by playing Among Us. The president seeming a little sussy. She's also known as being one of the founding members of Offline TV, a YouTuber hype house type deal. Except they seem to be the only hype house type YouTuber living situation that doesn't seem toxic that I've seen so far. Hooray! I'm terrified to say that and it comes out that Michael Reeves has built a murder dungeon underneath the house. For these achievements, she was an honoree of Forbes 30 Under 30, which is simply girl bossing on all of them. Unfortunately for Poki, her rise was with her rise to fame was not without controversy. Because in 2021, unfortunately, she was caught doing one of the worst things any streamer can do. Being a woman.
Stole your ASMR mic.
I mean, hypothetically, if someone were to do that, would it even be a problem? Because, like,
Simpgate. In January of this year, Twitch announced a new policy banning the following words: simp, virgin, and incel. Anyone caught using these words in a harassing manner, Twitch streamer or fan alike, face a warning or an outright ban. This move was intended to stamp out bullying within the community, but was seen more as mum coming into your room to yell at you about something she doesn't understand. These 3 words are pretty much exclusively used as a joke. And if they're not, it's still hilarious because anybody saying this unironically probably smells like onion stew at the best of times. But it is quite common for Twitch to overcorrect when it comes to certain things, because not long before or not long after, the timeline doesn't matter, the emoticon poggers was also banned. Almost certainly one of the most famous emotes on Twitch. It was removed because the man whose face it was, Ryan Gutex, posted a tweet seemingly in support of the US insurrection. Will there be civil unrest tonight for the woman who was executed inside the Capitol today? Or will the MAGA martyr die in vain? My spicy take on the matter is, who gives a f***? Poggers man is not Kanye West. He literally has 0 pull. What are you terrified of? Something that should be controversial but never is IRL streaming. This is the practice of putting a backpack on you with a connection to the internet and exploring the world while your Twitch chat speaks to you. It can donate bits in order to make you do certain things or go certain places, even in some cases play music out of a speaker. This is my take on why I think it's controversial, not so much anyone else. If you're walking down the street and some has a giant backpack with a camera sticking out, pointing directly at you, would you not feel a little bit concerned? Right, forget the backpack for a second. Let's say this in particular is walking down with a loudspeaker that all of a sudden starts chanting out random things. Or let's say this individual gets a message from his Twitch chat telling him to go harass other people so they will donate money. Working down the list, you've got someone who's recording you without their consent in order to make finance off you. You got your harassment by your followers, and you got your complete disregard for everyone else around you. These types of things go hand in hand with this type of stream, whether you want it to or not, just by the very nature of it. I really don't think I'd have as much of a problem with it if they banned comments and interactivity, but they won't do it because that's the mass appeal. And finally, we have our last controversy, the hot tub meta. Although the company does have a serious burning hatred for anything sexual or interpretable as sexual for some reason, they have chosen to stay kind of neutral in the whole hot tub debate. Obviously, things like outright nudity will still have mods swarming you, but they will allow the practice of hot tub streaming itself to continue. Granted, as long as it doesn't infringe on any of the TOS. Hot tub meta, for those unaware, is the practice of streaming in the just chatting section inside of typically a hot tub in a bikini, or basically lingerie, because most bikinis are that nowadays. Because these streamers are technically wearing the appropriate attire for the activity they're doing, swimming, it's not against the terms of service. And what this helps them do is pull in every single teenage boy that is on the Twitch website. You can imagine they were making quite a big amount of money. Controversy doesn't stem from the platform, but from the other creators on the platform. Streamers like XQC feel like it would be bad for the platform to host this type of content. Which I say, let's do a pros and cons list. It could make viewers feel like it's okay to harass other female streamers who aren't hot tub metas. To which I personally think that's a big no, because they were going to do that anyway, regardless of if there was a woman in a bikini on another stream. The reason I say they were going to do it anyway is because they're little dick Joe Rogan beta male brains. They don't have any actual power in their own life, so what makes them feel good? Harassing people. It makes them feel like they have some control on the keyboard. So I'll scratch that con off because I don't think that applies. Another con, it could be inappropriate to show to kids. To which I say, why? It's a woman in a bathing suit. A 6-year-old's first trip to the beach would see the exact same thing. But I'll give that one to you, so maybe age restrict the content. Now let's go pro on why I think it's good. This is obvious and it's gonna sound so crude to everyone. It's a circle. When you're on your computer as a 13-year-old boy, your life revolves around 2 things: video games and adult content. By these female streamers being on the Twitch platform, it's gross, but it's the reality. They are going from watching you play your video games to go watch one of these hot tub streamers to do their business, and then they're gonna come straight back, as opposed to going to a different website and then not wanting to go back on Twitch to watch you. Which also means you get longer viewership time, which also means you get more money. Another pro is increased brand awareness. This upcharge in traffic is going to make brands and sponsorships more aware of the platform. And I know what you're gonna say, but they're not gonna wanna sponsor sexual content. Well, some brands are gonna wanna sponsor sexual content, and I guarantee you they probably pay a lot more than Coca-Cola would. And another pro is there's a very good chance, because of this constant circulation I was talking about on the website, more streamers are going to be discovered by the people going to these hot tub streams. I'll be flicking through the homepage and say, hey, this is Ratface69 playing League of Legends. They might say, oh, I've just tickled my pickle, now I'll fancy tickling this pickle. But I suppose all my points are redundant anyway, because Twitch has already come up with a compromise. Hot tub streaming will still be allowed, but you have to do it within a certain category in the just chatting section. And man, people are already starting to find workarounds to it. I won't go any more into it because that's still unfolding as we speak. There you are, a complete history of Twitch from then to now. Please, for the love of Christ, subscribe or at least share this video. These Culture Shock literally takes me a month and a half to research, write, and edit. And I just want to know someone's listening. I will be making a lot more soon. It's just difficult now, seeing as that I am a baby daddy with a full-time job. This little bundle of joy is Quinn. He's my beautiful, lovely dickhead of a son, and he eats away at my time now. But thank you so much for watching, and I will see you again. Ooh, if you want instant content every single day, go on to my TikTok. I will put the link for it in the description of the video, and I'll also pop it on the green screen back here, because it's too long to say out loud. Much appreciated, guys. Have a blessed week, and enjoy those titty streamers. Mwah!